I got my head together. I'm ready to share this knowledge, share this information with you all today. The advice that I'm giving you, that the items that you should purchase when you buy a car or when you lease a car, these are items that I purchase myself or make sure I have included in my contract or in my payment. So it's always good that you can stand behind your product. There are many products or many aftermarket products or things that dealerships sell, but do you get behind your product? Do you believe in your product? You know, I sell Chevy, Buick, GMCs. Do I stand behind my product? Do I believe in my product? Well, yes, I do believe in my product. I do believe what I sell. You know, Chevy, General Motors, first, I mean, they offer nice selection of vehicles. On this video today, I'm going to be talking about 3 items that you should have when you're purchasing that new car or that used car, or you're looking to lease that brand new vehicle. I call it products that keep you covered. It's just like when you die, because everybody's gonna die, right? You got to think about getting burial insurance before you die. You just can't be on your sick bed and the doctor tells you have 2 months to live, 3 months to live, and you say, you know what, I need to get burial insurance. No, that's not happening. You know, so the items that I stand behind that you should get when you purchase a new car or a used car, or if you lease a vehicle. One is gap insurance. Gap insurance is absolutely must when it comes to purchasing a vehicle or leasing a vehicle. But let me just tell you, when you lease a vehicle, the company that you're leasing from, they automatically cover themselves when it comes to gap insurance. If you are leasing a new General Motors product or a new Mercedes or a new Lexus or a new Beamer, or it doesn't matter what lease company is, more than likely they already have gap insurance included in your payment already, which means that you are not paying anything extra to get gap insurance. And let me be very clear, when you're leasing a car, the leasing company automatically is covering themselves. Gap insurance is already included and you're not paying extra for gap insurance, which means that you don't have a choice whether you're going to get it or not when you're leasing. Only thing you got to do is, if you're leasing a car, just ask the salesperson, ask the finance manager, is gap insurance included or am I paying extra? They will tell you. Gap insurance is, I'm going to give you an example. If you owe $10,000 on your vehicle and you have an accident, and the insurance company total out your vehicle, they call and say, Mr. Customer or Mrs. Customer, your vehicle has been deemed a total loss. I need you to send the title to the car to us, and they give you an address that you need to send it to. And if they tell you it's total and you owe $10,000 on your car, it doesn't matter what you owe, I'm just giving you an example, it is worth $6,000. The insurance company tells you, ABC Insurance Company, because I don't want to give any insurance company's names, but ABC Insurance Company says your car is worth $6,000. And how do they come up with that? They do their own analysis on their homework on how they figure that car is worth $6,000. Because one, when they do their analysis, they're looking at how many miles you had on the car. They're looking at what are the cars going for sale in that area, or just in United States. Your $10,000 is worth $6,000. You have $4,000 that's still owed to your finance company. You also got your deductible in there too. $10,000, $6,000, the insurance company giving you. You got $4,000 left. And what happens with the $4,000? Gap insurance kicks in if you purchased it. It's gonna cover that $4,000 for you to continue to have good credit. That comes to zero. When you go in and get it pre-approved, get approved for a new car, another new car, or a new lease, or whatever you want to buy, you have no balance. You have zero that you owe to your finance company. So that's one reason why you should get gap insurance. If you lease a car, it's automatically going to be there, remember. But if you purchase a car, new or used, you have that option to get gap insurance. The next item that I absolutely recommend is road hazard. We call it tire and wheel. Now in Michigan, our roads are so, oh my God, our roads are just, I mean, they're horrible. Now you might say, Regina, I don't need tire and wheel. Well, that's an option, yes. Road hazard, tire and wheel, you got to have that before you get on the side of the road and you get a flat tire. So automatically get that included in your payment, because one, it covers the towing. You got your battery service if you have a flat tire. If you get locked out of your car with your road hazard, your tire and wheel, they're going to come take care of that. The great thing about having tire and wheel is that it's no deductible and there's no maximum on occurrence of tire and wheel. But let me just say this. Your tire must have at least 3/32 of tread on your tire, which means that customer, Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, if you have that tire that is bald, they're not going to replace your tire, because you should have went and got you a tire, a new tire, or a pre-owned tire. Tire and wheel is absolutely recommended because there's no maximum number of occurrence. And in these streets in Michigan, or in Detroit, Pontiac, Waterford, wherever you are, you need tire and wheel. And I don't care if you live in another state. Matter of fact, I got my cousin on here from Mulberry, from Lakeland, somewhere in Florida. She lives there in one of those 3 cities. But it doesn't matter whether you live in Pennsylvania. Doesn't matter whether you live in Toledo. Doesn't matter whether you live in New York. Doesn't matter whether you live in Texas. Get tire and wheel, because that's gonna protect you in case something happens to your tire, your rim, your tire. Another item is extended service contract. If you buying that car and you know that you travel a lot of miles, our regular warranty is 3 years or 36,000 miles. And the powertrain and engine is 5 years or 60,000 miles. You need to get an extended service contract because you want some coverage on your vehicle. Now, we have a warranty company we've been dealing with for probably, I know, of over 10 years. Might be longer than that. Warranty companies offer different coverages. One thing what I always recommend, that if you're going to get a warranty, get it from the dealership where you purchased your car. And the reason I recommend this is because if something goes wrong with your vehicle, that warranty company, the dealership already has a relationship with. And depends on the situation with your car, that finance manager or that service manager might be able to make a call and say, well, what can you do for me on this situation? I need a favor. I need some help. Can you help me out? So it's all about relationships. You know, if you can't get an extended service contract in your payment and you say, well, you know what, they told me I can't get in my payment because I'm maxed out. Or I can't get in my payment because, you know, the bank wouldn't let me have it. Or I can't get in my payment or they didn't offer it to me. Well, the reason I'm doing this video is because you need to inquire about it. You need to ask about it. You know, don't get mad because nobody offered it to you. You know, did you say, well, can I get a warranty? Because if you can't get one in your payment, you can always pay cash for it. If you say, Regina, I don't have any money, we have it where you can make payments on your extended service contract. Now, you may get an extended service contract for, you probably might get it for extra 2 years, extra 3 years. Well, we have a 12 or 18 month plan for you to actually pay your warranty for 12 to 18 months. So again, if you're looking to get a warranty and it wasn't offered by the finance company or the salesperson, or you didn't think about it, or you didn't ask about it, call back and say, you know what would it cost for me to get an extended service contract and I pay on it every month? At the dealer at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet, we have a 12 or 18 month plan. You have to put at least 10% down to do that, and it can come out your account every month. But I always recommend things that we sell at the dealership because we stand behind our product if something goes wrong. With the warranties that we cover, and people may say, well, you know, why those warranties cost so much? Well, this particular warranty company offers a comprehensive warranty, where comprehensive covers, it covers so many things when it comes to your vehicle. And you know, I got my book here. So comprehensive covers the engine, it covers the transmission, it covers the drive axle, it covers the suspension. Listen closely on this. In this booklet, it's the certain things that are covered under the transmission or the drive axle or the suspension. So again, in the comprehensive, you have the engine, the transmission, the drive axle, the suspension, the steering, the electrical, the heating, conditioning, the interior, and the trunk. And then it tells you also what it does not include. Yep, it does. And then you got the standard service contract that we offer. Again, let me say this. There are different warranty companies at different dealerships. They cover different items on your vehicle, and the finance manager's job is to sell you an extended service contract. So if you get the standard with us, with this particular company, you're going to get this on the standard. You're going to get the suspension, the steering, the brakes. Okay, don't say the brake pads because that's not included. But so when you come to the brakes, I want to say this comes like to the master cylinder, the vacuum assist booster, disc calipers. Anybody that knows about brakes knows what that is, right? And you got the heating and conditioning, and you got the electrical. So that's the standard. We got the powertrain. Now the powertrain, you have, of course, the engine, the transfer case, the transmission, and the drive axle. It doesn't matter what warranty you get, you're gonna get the Rental Plus. And Rental Plus is your rental reimbursement, trip interruption, or your emergency roadside. So if you're out of town and you need to get service, I mean, you just never know where you are when you need service. Doesn't matter where you live, what state you live in, just get some coverage. Just protect yourself. I want to do one recap real quick before I get off this video, let you guys get back on with your life. But let's talk about gap insurance. If you're putting 10 to 15% down on that particular vehicle that you're buying, you don't need to get gap insurance because you are not financing enough. You're putting money down. So if you're putting 10, 15, or even you putting 20% down, you definitely don't need gap insurance because you are putting yourself in a better situation when you put more money down. And if something happens with that vehicle, you'll be in a good equity position versus having negative equity. And let me just say this one thing again about gap insurance. If you're buying your car and your car is paid off and you owe no money on your car, gap insurance doesn't exist. Gap insurance only takes an effect when you're financing your car. If you have an accident and you have full coverage on your vehicle and it is totaled, then they'll be writing you a check. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to my video. Make it a great day.